Oh, my phone's misbehaving.
Feel that. Are we live? We're on like a waiting screen.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, hi.
Live. I'm just sending this out, and then we shall start. In all fairness, this is the way we always used to do it. We just used to hit live, let people join the chat,
Mm-hmm.
and then get like a couple of minutes sort of preview of us fucking about.
We're just mucking about, y'all. No
Yeah.
worries.
Oh. All right, I'm ready when you are.
Yo, Celsius, sponsor me. I drink your stuff all the time.
What is that?
Celsius. It's like a not horrid energy drink because I
Okay.
don't like drinking coffee in the morning.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's one of those products that I don't think we have over here in the UK.
Probably not, because you actually give a crap about what you put in your body, unlike America, where
Yeah.
they're like, chemicals? Yeah, you want to drink that? I sure do, actually.
Yeah, not as much as you'd think. All right. Welcome everybody to Too Legit to Crit, a tabletop role-playing podcast for those of us who bring snacks.
Bring me energy drinks, y'all.
Yeah, Misfit needs energy. I think we both need energy drinks tonight.
Fucking insane. Oh god.
Yeah, I've returned to the gym after 3 months, and I've punished myself accordingly.
Ugh, yesterday it was so sore from my gym day. The other day, like the day prior, I was like, oh god, walking is agonizing. Why did I do this to myself?
Yeah, I went today, and I think it was a combination of wanting to make up for lost time and the pure sheer excitement of going to a new gym.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I want to try everything. So I ended up staying a lot longer than I should have and ended up doing a lot more than I should have. And I'm going to be suffering tomorrow.
I feel that. I feel that so hard.
If we now look at, pursuits that do not involve lifting heavy things and mostly rolling dice, how's your gaming week been?
Great. Great. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
You're going with great. Okay, wonderful. Yeah. Do you want to elaborate any more, or just?
I mean, not really. No, yes. I got to play a system that I've wanted to play for a long time, which is Mage. So I got to play that on Friday, and it was like super, super fun. And I'm looking forward to doing more of it.
Is that another World of Darkness game?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I mean, I don't know. Are all those games like? Have they got the same system throughout?
What do you mean by the same? Like they all build the same, and they all kind of like roll the same. Like you're using a pool of d10s for everything. But like, I don't understand what you mean by all the same.
No, that's basically that's what I needed to know because
okay,
they're not each unique. They do have a common system between them.
Yes.
So theoretically, you could potentially have crossovers where.
Oh, people do it all the time.
Yeah.
I've heard of games where they've had like werewolves and mages and like wraiths and vampires and stuff like that. So like it does happen.
I do own quite a few of those books, but I've just never been able to either find a table or even set one up. I don't want to overdo it by learning too many systems at once.
I understand.
So
it's actually
I'd
like
much rather play.
I was shocked at how like easy it was to pick up. And like there's still like a lot of subtle nuances that I don't understand and I don't know, but like that's what playing and learning is all about.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Well, I'm good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So How does it compare? Because I know you do play a lot of World of Darkness. How does it compare to other World of Darkness games?
Hmm. It's similar but different. I will be able to elaborate more on that later down the line when I have
Okay.
more experience with it.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. I didn't do anything this week. This has been a
I also played
solid
my
prep
Star
week.
Wars game on
Ooh.
last Sunday. My little Jedi is becoming less and less of a Jedi.
Oh yeah, you are definitely on the path to the dark side. We've talked about
I'm
this
5
previously.
tracks down the dark side path. So, yeah,
5
she
out of how many?
12.
Nearly halfway
I'm almost
there.
halfway
So.
there. Well, okay, so the first time, um, she used Force Lightning twice, which is, 2 steps down the track. Because every time you use Force Lightning, like, that's a mark on the dark side because it's a
Oh, is
dark
there?
side ability.
Fair.
So this last session, my character, Tara V, uh, melted a robot to the floor after it punched her in the face using Force Lightning. I did crit on it, which was nice. So I did a lot of damage. Which is why she melted it to the floor. But yeah, that was definitely like another step down the dark side track. And like usually she's a lot better about doing it openly and like using a dark side ability openly because we're playing in the era just after the Sith Wars. So like everyone's still real Sith sketchy. And here she is walking around just like, no, I'm gonna force lightning you. Fuck off. So the rest of the crew just kind of was like side-eyeing her, like, excuse me, what?
So what Star Wars system is this?
It's the D20 system.
Okay,
That
I've never really looked into
it's the
that.
one that's spoofed off 3.5. So it's like
Okay.
mega crunchy.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. It was actually. Oh, so it is a Wizards of the Coast game.
Unfortunately.
Apparently. Fair enough. Oh, well, I've never really looked into any of the Star Wars games, to be fair.
I know there's another one that requires like D6s,
I
which I've
think
never
I think
played,
it's
but I have
based
a
off
friend who plays
Fate,
it.
if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yes, I believe you are correct.
Yeah, I've never played a Star Wars game. Never ever played a Star Wars game. It's definitely something on the to-do list, but because there are so many different like flavors of it, it's hard to kind of pick which one I'm gonna kind of resonate with most. 100% it won't be the D20 one. Just
Yep.
because of Wizards of the Coast, they'd be like, no, fuck that.
Yeah, they don't make a lot of money off of it, nor did we actively buy the books.
No, I mean, because it was only
Let me throw my pirate flag up for
2000,
5 seconds.
2002. So yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
while since it's been
it's been a
updated.
long while.
Hmm.
It's
I think at
fun.
that point, Wizards were less bastards, so they're probably still bastards, but less so. I think it's a pre-Hasbro Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, so, Michael just said the D6 system was the original Star Wars. I've never played it. I want to.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I definitely want to get into a Star Wars game. But that's going to be on the to-do list. It's going to be way down on the to-do list because I've got fucking so many games that I want to indulge in.
I feel that.
Any other gaming? Any other gaming? Because I'm living vicariously through you because I've done fuck all this week.
Fuck, what else have I played this week? No, that's it. I have been sorely lacking on the gaming front.
I've just been doing prep. I've been doing massive amounts of game prep. I've got a new campaign that I'm preparing, which is a homebrew world.
Ooh.
I'm So I've got a lot of work on that. I've got my short 20 session Pathfinder Society in Savage Worlds that I'm currently writing. And, I had a plan, which I've had to kind of throw out and create a new next session for whenever that's going to be. Also preparing Delta Green, which we're getting back to this coming week. And Delta Green's getting juicy, y'all.
Oh, right. I also had a vibe check meeting this week. I had to look at my calendar because I was like, man, I know I've done a lot this week. This week was really busy for me. So yeah, I had a vibe check. Damn, I actually played a lot this week. Holy shit. I'm so glad you made me check my calendar. So like I played Vampire on Monday. I had a vibe check Tuesday for the game Cult. I'm super excited. I need to read more into like the specific setting that the runner gave me, but like the vibe check went really well. We spent the first like 10 minutes, not 20, but like 10 minutes talking about our pets. Which is always a good way to start off like a horror meeting. When you're just like, look at my puppy.
It works. I mean, that's the whole point of a vibe check.
They're super important. Vibe checks are important.
The game kind of takes a back seat, and you just kind of go, right, let's just chat shit. I remember the vibe check we did for Call of Cthulhu, which was fucking phenomenal. Poor Justin.
Oh my god, that table was such vibe.
Poor Justin. I could just see him going, oh, what the fuck am I getting myself into?
What? Justin had fun.
He did. We all did.
I had a meeting for my season 2 of my podcast on Wednesday, which was super fun. My girl is in real trouble. Speaking of my girl, Aster, her prologue comes out this week, and I'm freaking excited. I'm terrified. Like, please be nice to me in your critiques, y'all. Be nice.
I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. The way you build characters, I'm not stressing it at all. It's going to be absolutely fantastic.
Aw, thanks. Yeah, no. So she comes out this week, which is super exciting. And after our meeting, to like kind of figure out where everyone is at on Wednesday, I don't know if she's going to survive through season 2.
Potential spoilers?
No potential spoilers other than I do not know if she's going to survive through season 2. We will see. My girl is real angry and has a mouth. Not great combinations.
No, I get it. Been there.
And then yeah, I played Mage on Friday, and yeah. So yeah, I did a lot this week, actually.
Yeah, I'm glad one of us did, because like I say, we had a fabulous game scheduled, but for reasons we
like Fabula Ultima? Fabula
Ultima, yeah.
I play Fabula so bad.
It is. I mean, I like it. It is a good, and plus the person who's running it is a good friend of ours. He is very much into JRPGs. So he can create and craft and run the game so fucking well.
That's awesome.
And yeah, it is an absolute blast. So yeah, unfortunately we weren't able to play that this week. So I've just been doing a lot of game prep, a lot of behind the scenes work, as it were. So I will be furnishing with details about that further down the line when things start to coalesce, but until then it's just planning, as it were. So in the chat we've got Clibby saying he's been dying to run a Fabula Ultima game. It is a great system, very straightforward, very easy to pick up, and you can do a lot with it.
Mhm.
So on to today's topic. So we decided we were going to talk about, with like PaxU coming and Convention Zero, which we're all actively involved with. We were going to discuss what sort of things do you need to keep in mind, and what sort of differences there would be between home games, actual plays, and convention games. And I think, we've both got quite a bit of experience in all three. Probably you've got probably a lot more AP experience than I do. And I've probably got a bit more, not necessarily conventions, because I haven't been to many, but the convention style gaming, I've done a fuck ton of that with Pathfinder Society. So what do you think? How do you see one of the main differences between those three sort of?
Um, well, so like when I sit down and play games at conventions, unless it's something that I have like pre-signed up for and it's done, like for example, Paizo at all the big conventions will bring out their Paizo booth, and then you can like sign up for a time slot to play
Hmm.
in one of their like Pathfinder or Starfinder Society games. And it's kind of like a cut down version of the game. However, you are required to build your own character and bring it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like for other games that I've just like sat down and played at, it's been a bunch of pre-gen characters. And
Yeah.
like the DM will just hand you a character sheet and be like, this is your character. Here you go. We'll learn how to play. Or if you have experience playing, just go ahead and play. Like, so I think I've never personally GM'd at like a convention, but I have played at them. And really I love a good pre-gen. Like it does not bother me. I
Yeah.
understand that some people get really bothered by it, and I get it, I think. No, I don't. I don't understand it at all. But that's not for me to understand because it's not how I do things.
Yeah.
Um but like for them, or hold on.
No worries.
um for me, getting handed a pre-gen and just being walked through how it actually plays out helps me learn the game better. And when I sit down at a convention to play a game, it's typically a game that I've never played before and want to learn how to play.
Hmm.
So not having to go through character creation uh and just learning the meat and potatoes of the game is so helpful.
Yeah. I mean, I was a Pathfinder Adventure agent for about a year and a half.
Oh shit,
But
really?
even before that, I was very, very much into Pathfinder Society and
Mhm.
our local lodge. So I was running at least one game a month for Pathfinder Society, and then I was organizing 4 or 5
Society
games a
games.
month. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, Pathfinder. I mean, to be fair, Pathfinder Society is kind of what killed it for me for Pathfinder. It's what put the final nail in the coffin. Just because they are designed for this sort of gaming, so they are designed to be sort of like a fixed time limit.
Mhm.
So after you've run so many, they just become the same.
That's kinda like, is that because it's so cut down and it's kind of like made is streamlined?
Not necessarily, but I think
Okay.
what they want to do is they want to showcase Pathfinder, which, if you've got a system which is very rules heavy like Pathfinder is, you kind of do want to showcase that. So the average scenario will start out, you've got your introduction, whether that's in the form of a handout from a Pathfinder agent, or whether
Mhm.
that's in one of the Pathfinder lodges where you do a bit of role play. That's step one. Step two is information gathering. So then you get to ask questions to this Pathfinder agent that you're dealing with, or you get to go around town to find information about the mission you're meant to be doing. Then there's always some sort of mini game where you have to pass a series of skill checks, and then after that, you've got your final confrontation. It is very much sort of like a template that they follow. And it just got to the point where I'm kind of going, I can't do this. I can't. And because it is a sort of global campaign, you have to run it like that. You cannot deviate too far. You cannot. There's a bit of wiggle room as to what you can permit, but you have to run it like that to give everyone a similar experience. And that, for me, it just kind of seemed, it's just like, what's the fucking point of even having a GM when you could just give the players the adventure and kind of go, there you go, use what do they call it? Use an oracle table and just crack on.
I've never personally played in a society game, so like I have no idea what they're like. That's going to change this year because I do plan on playing Starfinder Society at PAX at least like once.
Yeah.
I gotta get my Starfinder fix. I fucking love Starfinder.
Have you tried Starfinder 2 yet? I never did. I gave up on Paizo long before it came out. So how is it? Is it just Pathfinder 2 in space?
No.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you can cross over classes and ancestries and whatnot. But like it's still, even though it uses the same rule set, it still feels like its own unique thing because of how sci fantasy it is and how like because of the future setting. So it runs and feels more like you're watching an episode of Clone Wars.
Okay. Does it still have the 2 types of armor class? Because that annoyed me out of original Starfinder.
Yes. I think I'd have to double check a character sheet.
I could honestly, I fucking hated that.
Yeah, your AC and your
yeah, you've got your armor class and then you've got your whatever it is. Physical, because you had physical damage and then it just got
it
got
a little
so
bogged down
clunky.
in first edition for sure. No. Okay, so it is just the AC is your armor class and like that's it. I think that's what it is.
I mean, good. I mean, that is a change that I personally feel that is a positive one. Because that was one of the things in Starfinder where it's just like I just can't enjoy this because of that. And then there were like different tracks for your health as well, which I hope they had the good sense to kind of do away with as well.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. Well, okay. So I actually really fucking loved stamina, and I know I'm in kind of my own boat on that one. I enjoyed the stamina system. I thought it was really fun. I loved being able to take a quick 10 and like refill your stamina bar because like when you're in combat and you're doing like lots of little combats, that was super helpful to have because it was like it's like spendable HP before you get into like your actual HP. So like I actually really enjoyed the stamina system. And I know I'm alone in that. I am 100% alone in that one.
I think in this podcast, in this conversation, 100%. I couldn't fucking stand it. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate the design mentality where they were going with it, but I just don't think. I think it added complexity onto an already complex system.
That's fair. It was, like, the one thing that I really liked about it was the stamina. I was like, "This is
Mm,
cool. This is a fun little
yeah,
mechanic." But, like, a couple of the other things that they had were I was like, "Okay, wait, what? Why do I need this? Oh, okay. Cool. I guess I need this." And then for the character that I was playing at the time, it never came up because, like, she never got hit. I
yeah,
was always in the back, or once I got greater invisibility, like, I could attack and remain invisible. Done.
yeah, of course.
Easy. When your spell range is, 120 feet, you're standing way, way back.
Yeah, I mean, I, d- d- I was very skeptical before Starfinder came out about how they would handle sort of ranged weaponry, but to be
Mhm.
fair, that I never had an issue with that. I always thought that they did that pretty well.
Yeah, I felt like they did that really well,
Mm,
as well, because like and I even with the ranged weapons, like, a lot of the blasters and the rifles and stuff like that, um, I liked the two-shot penalty. So, like, in regular Pathfinder, the, like, "I'm gonna take a second hit" penalty, or "I'm gonna go for that second hit," annoys the bejesus out of me sometimes.
mm.
Like, absolutely annoys the shit out of
Is
me.
that the
However
multi attack penalty? Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like,
mm,
the -5 or whatever it is,
yeah,
but in Starfinder, especially for people who were using, like, a blaster, it felt good. It felt
yeah,
so fucking good because, like, people are gonna move, you're gonna
mm,
shift, and so shooting consistently is hard, and that's where I was like, "This is a great sort of penalty for this very specific thing."
mm.
Um, but I understand why it is a standard sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, Clippy says that stamina really wasn't that complicated. I agree, it wasn't complicated. It was just annoying.
Yeah, you eat through your stamina before you get to your HP.
Yeah, I fucking did my head in.
That's fair.
But I did play and I GM'd quite a lot of Starfinder as well as a Pathfinder Venture Agent.
Mhm.
So, um, I have a lot of experience in what you would class as convention play. Although I didn't, I've only done a few actual conventions, and I think one of the biggest things that people need to take into account when going to play in a convention is to manage your expectations.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
I've got
Yes.
a home game. We all play at the same table. We all know each other.
Mhm.
We're all comfortable with each other, and I know I can probably say something to the GM at some point, and like we've covered this topic last week where the GM can kind of work with me and, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm looking for this. Could I have this item? I think it'd be really cool." And there is a chance that the GM may be able to accommodate that if it fits in with their narrative. Conventions, that's not happening.
Yeah, I
Conventions,
think
you are playing a fixed story and you
mhm,
can't really deviate from that.
mhm. It's playing more
Mm.
like a video game than,
Yes, very
how
much
I
so.
prefer to play tabletops, which is very, like, open and, let me be creative with the rules. Let me be creative with the
Mm,
abilities, and you don't really get that at conventions,
no.
which, and, like, I when I play at a convention specifically, like, I'm there to learn the rules. I'm there to
Yeah.
learn the game. So I go in with that mentality. I go in with like, okay, well, let me learn this game, like truly learn this game from top
Mm,
to bottom. Um,
yeah.
and then and then in home or like even in an AP, I will get funky with the rules or I'll get funky with the way abilities work and
Yeah.
how you can kind of like twist them to the scenario that you're
Mm,
doing. Um, but that's outside
Yeah.
of yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, and you've also got to take into consideration the time as well.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
Oh,
you
and like
don't
and hmm,
you don't have very much time. You don't have the time to be able to kind of delve into your character, to kind of
mhm.
go deep into, okay, my character's going to make this decision, but here's why they're making this decision.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, because you've got like a 4 or 5 hour window, you need to move things along. So it becomes quite, again, video gaming.
A little bit, a little bit. Um, for me, so like the way I kind of approach these things, especially as like more of a player, at conventions, I'm there to learn the rules. I'm there to learn how the game actively runs and functions. In my home game, I am there for fun. I am there to do silly and have fun and just crack jokes with my friends and play a fun game. Like that's
Hmm.
what I'm there for. Like yeah, you have I tend to have deep character moments. Um but APs are where those character moments fucking shine
Yeah.
because APs tend to be more narrative based. They tend
Hmm.
to lean more towards the interrelations of a character or why a character is doing those specific actions.
Yeah. That is a very good point. It's almost like APs and convention, or AP play and convention play are kind of two sides of of the
Very
same
different.
coin.
Yeah.
Where you do have a lot of similarities in the sense that you're playing with people you may not know. There is a
Mhm.
time limit. You are very
Mhm.
fixed for time. But where a convention play is about focusing on the game and the mechanics and getting through the story, AP play is about the performative aspects of it. It is about creating something that is to be consumed by someone
Mhm.
else.
And like you have to remember that you're there to entertain a greater audience.
Yeah.
Um so like there are things that I will do in home games that I won't necessarily do for an AP as well. So
Hmm.
like one of my home games is like NC-17,
Yeah.
like on the deeper end of NC-17. And that's fine. We all going to that
Our
game, we
cocks
all
involved.
sometimes.
Our
Um
yeah, there you go.
sometimes. Um and so like we go into subjects and territories that are just frankly probably not very appropriate for an AP.
Hmm. Yeah.
And like
Yeah. I
that's
mean,
okay, but that's what home games are for. That is like if everyone at your table at a home game is ready and prepared and knows that this is going to be a very adult game and like these adult subjects are going to come up, please handle it with, you know, respect.
hmm.
I don't see an issue with it. I
Yeah.
don't necessarily want that in my AP if it's just going to happen for the sake of happening. Now, if it happens for story reasons, that's different.
But
But
still,
yes.
even if it does happen for story reasons, still you need to keep a sort of level
Yes.
of
It's more fade to black
what's
instead of
allowed.
just describing it.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me, some APs may be a bit more on the adult side, so they can
Mhm.
get away with more. But no, for an AP, because it's meant to be consumed by a wide audience, the last thing you want to do is click on that for 18s and over button on YouTube. So you need to be able to kind of do the fade to black, or kind of allude to things as opposed to have
Yes.
them out there in the open. And convention play doesn't, you can't even go there.
You just don't go there.
Convention, unfortunately, for convention play, a lot of times you don't have the time for lines and veils as much as
Mm,
you would for an AP, because you don't have like a session zero. You don't have that time to sit down with the players and kind of go, this is what you can expect. Society
mhm,
Pathfinder Society play, they have an overall kind of encompassing guideline of
mhm.
do not fuck about. If you fuck about, you are, you will be persona non grata, and it has happened where
Mhm.
people have taken things too far. And I think convention play, you just have that understanding of, I don't know these people. I do not know what comfort levels, or what sort of things that may trigger them. So I have to keep everything very much PG-13.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Um, I like what Michael said is APs at their root are performative. If a con game becomes performative, it's most likely you won't get through the intended story. I would
100%.
agree. I have never seen a convention game get like narrative and performative. Most people like the games that I have sat down and played at conventions. Um, like everyone is there to kind of play that story.
Yeah. Yeah, they're there to kind of pick up and play.
Hmm.
And you've got, a 4 or 5 hour window where you've got an adventure to get through, and pacing. You need to respect the pacing.
Yes.
And I think APs do have that issue when it is a self-contained story. But if
Hmm.
you are going for something that's got various episodes, then you can extend, and you can give people a bit more time to kind of shine, and a bit more time to explore their characters and the world around them.
Yeah, they well the other thing that I wish the greater tabletop community would remember is outside of like a Twitch stream which is designated and dedicated to just being like look at us play, look at all the good and bad. Like your podcast, fuck, even Critical Role. Okay, even fucking Critical Role does this. They edit out the boring parts,
Yeah,
all the dead space of looking up a rule or people deciding what they want to do gets edited out. And like,
yeah,
I need the greater tabletop community to remember that. So your home games are probably not going to be like an AP. They can be. And this is
mm,
not me saying that they can't be. They absolutely can be, but there is a thing to remember of boring stuff gets edited out.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
most APs I listen to, they edit out all of like the majority of the dice
mm,
rolls, the majority of the the majority of the like dead space or looking up rules or any of that. Like most all of that gets edited out. So it's like a very streamlined story. Um that's not always the case. So like I can tell you from Vampire with Their Name, there's so much stuff that gets edited out, and we don't even engage in like a lot of table talks. We have a side chat for that where we put all of our
mm,
table talk in, which is like us being like, "Oh wow, that was a really gay scene," gay in the good way,
mm,
um, or like, "Oh wow, look at them sitting in the cup chair." Like all of that is just in our side chat and it doesn't clutter
yeah,
up our actual table where a lot of like my home games, however, have so much side chat and like table talk. And that's what I'm there for. I'm there for that. I'm there
mm.
to have silly haha moments with my friends while being a little bit, I'm gonna melt a robot to the floor.
I think that's why I never got on with Critical Role. I can never
Oh, I
stomach
can't.
it, and I
I'm not a
think
critter
I've
at all.
no 100. I mean, Doug. I mean, I will say this, and I'll say this for the record. I
They're
respect
amazing.
100% what they've done. I
They
love
walk
their
so we could
work.
run.
I cannot fucking stand their following, but that's another matter entirely.
That's fair.
But as for them, 100%, yeah, fair play to them. I'm not interested. Could not be
Yeah,
fucked
but,
with them.
like, I
I
wish
I
people would
leaned
remember
more,
that it is
yeah.
edited. There's a
Mm,
polish to it.
Yeah.
And then that's what you get in APs. So please don't expect your games to be like an AP unless you all sit down and
Mm,
have a conversation being like, we want to play this as narratively based as possible. We want to go into the meat and potatoes of our characters. We want to
mm,
explore those things. But that
yeah.
is a discussion to be had at the table.
Mm. I mean, I was always more on the glass cannon side of things because I haven't
Mm-hmm.
listened to them for a while, but they did, at points they would stop for 45 minutes and argue a fucking rule. It's like that's
Mm-hmm.
tabletop role playing. That is what it is like.
Yeah, that's
You
definitely
sit
the
down,
more real side of tabletop role
mm,
play.
you sit down and especially in a rules heavy system, you're gonna have these arguments. They're going to happen.
Mm-hmm. The other thing in the AP community that like took a long time for me to get used to um, was the year out projects. So like you'll be in like I've been asked multiple times. I have projects that I have agreed to play in that won't start until like the spring.
Yeah.
And like that's just the nature of APs and that's the nature
Mm,
of like that world, and it can be really disheartening. I've actually dropped a lot of games because like I just lost interest
mm,
because of waiting for so long. Like there are certain games that I will absolutely wait for. Like I've got one in the wins right now that's not till supposed to be like the first quarter, starting in the first quarter
yeah.
of next year. Um and I'm super excited for that, but I have not, other than the excitement and letting myself think about the possibilities, I have not put anything on paper. I have I have several character ideas in mind, but I have
Mm.
not put anything on paper. And that a lot of that is me realizing like if I put it on paper, I'm going to be really excited. I'm going to want to play it, and then when it doesn't happen, I'm going to be like, well,
Yeah.
I'm fucking bored.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of stepped away from the AP scene because of that.
Yeah,
Because I had
it's
these
hard.
games that were earmarked and I was excited for, and it was like, okay, I could build this character. This would be fun. This would be something
Hmm.
really cool to build. And then obviously, life happens, shit gets, changes go on and people get busy and whatnot, and things don't happen. And then I'm stuck there with the character kind of going, well, fuck. I really wanted to play this character.
I've had that happen many a time.
Mm,
It's also why I took a big step back and started sort of managing um my expectations for APs. Uh
mm,
because I recognize this about myself that like I'll get really sad and butthurt if I can't play a character right away.
yeah.
So now I don't commit anything to paper until like I'm told to commit to paper.
Yeah.
Until it's like, okay, now we need to start thinking about our characters and like thinking about like getting art and blah blah blah. Uh like that's that's when I'll start being like, okay, now I'm gonna let myself really get excited about this
Mm.
character and really delve into who they are. But like before then, I won't. I can't. It's too much expended energy that I don't necessarily get back, and like that sucks.
So do you kind of put off finalizing your character until after the vibe check?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I won't even
Mm,
start so for certain games, like if I'm joining a new channel, um, I won't even commit thinking about a
mm,
character. Like I won't commit the mental energy of thinking about a character until I do a vibe check, until we all sit down as a table and like talk about it and
mm,
like make sure that everyone is copacetic because like if not, it sucks to build a character and then, you know, two people at that table don't necessarily get along and it causes a lot of weird tension and you're like, this may not be for me. Um
yeah.
I tend to wait now because
Mm.
I have learned expending that sort of energy just gets me really excited and then I get disappointed and I fucking hate being disappointed.
But it's not but I think that's also wise in the sense of the game itself.
Mhm.
I remember when we did our vibe check for Call of Cthulhu, during that thing, we were kind of, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this character. And everybody kind of said what they were thinking. And I remember my character changed because of that.
Mhm.
Like what I originally had in mind when I was hearing everyone else say what they were thinking for their characters. It was like, okay, so that this particular character won't fit here. It's not right. So this is like the backup character. This is what I was thinking, and that's where Toby came from. He came from the the sort of vibe check on the conversation that we all had pre-game, where
Mhm.
everybody kind of put out what they were thinking, and it was like, okay, so this is going to work better for this particular team.
Yeah, yeah, it's I that's why I just don't anymore, because like,
Mm,
expending that sort of energy is hard. It's hard for me personally. Some people don't have an issue with it, and, like, I get that too. I am not one of those people. So you gotta, like, really find what works best for you.
mm, yeah, yeah, and it's obviously convention play. You mostly pre-gens. You haven't done any
Yeah,
society play where you build a character.
yeah, yeah.
Because obviously that can change massively the game itself. If you have, if you're running an adventure and three people turn up and they're all bards, it's like, okay,
We're just playing
this
an
is going
Oops
to be
All Bards
fun.
game.
But I mean, to their credit, Paizo do that really well. They accommodate.
Yeah, yeah.
There are very few society scenarios which I've seen which has people stumped as to there's nothing I can do.
That's fair.
You know,
Well,
it,
that's
it
good to
they
know
do
too.
they do kind of accommodate for that. It's just it gets boring as fuck if you run over 150 of them.
Oh, I believe that 100%. Like,
Mm.
I have a lot of respect for convention GMs and, like, storytellers and whatnot, because I'm sure it's rough. I'm
Yeah,
sure
it
running through the same scenario over and over again gets
it's
rough.
it's okay if you're going to different conventions because
Mhm.
you can pick a scenario and you can, because I was doing that once where I was running a scenario online and then I'd bring it to an in-person game.
Mhm.
So you just get to the point where you know the scenario so well you can run it in your sleep.
Mhm.
And then when that's kind of run its had its run, you go and pick another scenario and you do that. You run it online and that's what I was doing. I was basically running the same scenario 3 times
What? That
and
sounds
then
boring. That
move
does
it.
not sound fun.
But to be honest, because they're all templated, the only thing that
Mhm.
really changes is the story that encompasses it.
Mhm.
But the template stays the same.
Hmm.
You just get a bit better at telling that story
Yeah,
because
but
you've
after
done
a
it so
while,
many
doesn't it get
times.
boring?
Yeah, I mean, again,
Don't you wanna, like, change it up? I would.
I've changed the fucking system.
That's so fair.
Yeah. How
You're
much
like,
more do you
"Fuck
want?
Paizo."
How much more do you want me to change it? I've gone. You know what? I formally resign as a venture agent and fuck your company and fuck your product. I'm going to Savage Worlds.
You know what? I respect it. I respect the change. Honestly speaking, this is gonna bring up a different point,
Hmm.
because I am very much a person who likes to play games, and I don't care
Yeah.
what system it is. Uh, that's not entirely true. There are certain systems, Lancer, that I have 0 interest in. Complicated, too mathy, mm-mm. I
Hmm.
listen to Lancer stories, like, there's a Lancer podcast called, Bring Your Own Mech that's phenomenal. It's great. Highly
Hmm.
recommend. But Lancer is not a system that I have any interest in playing at all. No
Fair.
thanks. Um, However, I am one of those people that just I like to play games. I like to try
Yeah.
new things. I am an experimental person at heart. Um,
Hmm.
And I think it is important for people to switch up their regular game every once in a great while.
Oh
Like, I'm
God,
not
yeah.
asking like every other week. Jeez, no, I'm that crazy. I'll do that, but like, I'm not asking anyone else to do that. But like, if you've been playing D&D for like 2 to 3 to 5 years, switch it up. Play something else. Try something else.
If
Be
if you've been
experimental.
playing if you've been playing D&D for a day, switch it up. Try something else. Just
Hey, I'm trying to be nice here.
if you've if you've looked at a D&D book on the shelf in the store, try something else.
But like yeah, like please just try other systems. Try like there's so many good systems out there. There's so many. Explore, experiment, play them, enjoy them. You'll find something that you like that fits what you're trying to do and the stories you're trying to tell. Probably better than trying to shoehorn D&D into everything.
But not only that, I know, and I will say, jokes aside, I think playing different systems. Say you are a D&D fan. You know, you
Mhm.
play D&D, you only really want to play D&D, and then you go and play something else, which is completely different. There will be something in that other system which D&D does not put enough focus on.
Mhm.
And when you go back to D&D, you will keep that in mind and just kind of go, holy shit. You know, I can apply this, not necessarily mechanic because it's not a mechanic, but this style of play I can bring back to my D&D game, and I can become a better role player through it. And for me, I was very much entrenched in the Pathfinder sort of zeitgeist, and you know, your
Oh, like
typical D&D
Pathfinder's
fan,
be all end all.
like your D&D fanboy, but I was
Mhm.
Pathfinder originally, and it wasn't until I think I played Rollmaster.
Mhm.
You know, someone ran Rollmaster for us, which is fucking brutal.
Yeah.
But because of how brutal it is, and because of how quickly you can lose a character, because Pathfinder didn't kind of cater to that because of the way it's built, because of its hit points, and there's resurrection, and there's all this. It's
Yeah.
death is a status effect eventually. But when I came back with like having played Rollmaster, I played my Pathfinder characters a lot more cautious
Mhm.
because the Rollmaster mechanics kind of force that into me.
So that goes back to a couple shows ago where we're talking about like characters meeting something for the first time,
Hmm.
like or how your character would react to something. Like
Hmm.
not every character is going to be brave and bold and want to do these things. Like some people are just forced into these circumstances.
Yeah.
And I think playing different systems kind of allows you to become a more well-rounded role player because you are forced to think about different things. You are
Yeah.
forced to think about like, oh, well, how would this character actively react?
Hmm.
Not like how I want to react because I know this game. Um, how would your character react?
Yeah.
What would your character be like? Um, and that's the other thing why I'm always on the everyone should play different systems because it does make you a more well-rounded role player.
Yeah. I mean, like D&D doesn't really account for trauma
No.
in any
No.
way, which is fine. But to kind of it's quite incredulous to think that the shit that these characters go through is not trauma inducing in any way, shape, or form. So if you go and then play a system which actually has trauma and sanity at the forefront, when you
Mhm.
go back to D&D, it will give you that extra layer of understanding of kind of going, I've just done this. It's like, holy shit, how is that going to affect my character? And you can embody that and bring that into your role play. So I 100% agree that different systems make you a better rounded role player.
Absolutely.
Mm,
Um, and so does life experience.
mm,
And this is something that I tend to bring in is I tend to bring in my life experiences. So like on Friday, when I played my mage character, it was it was just an NPC, um, but she was going through some serious shit, like,
Hmm.
she'd just been hit with, like, one bad thing after another, and it was,
Hmm.
like, rapid succession bad things, and as me, the player, there was things going on, and people were getting hurt, and I, the player, wanted to be like, oh, she would be helpful and she would do this and she would do that. Really, she just broke down and cried because it
Yeah.
was all just too
Hmm.
much.
Yeah.
So, like, it's important to think about not what you as the player want to do, but what the character would actually be doing.
Yeah. I think we saw that in the Call of Cthulhu game that we did.
Mhm.
Um, Juicy's character,
God, I love Juicy's character so much.
Barbara Westover,
Barbara.
Dr. Barbara Westover. She did something without. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna spoil anything, but she did something, and she did something that was so horrific that she turned round to the keeper and said, can I make a sound roll, please?" Because of what she's just done. And that was just sublime because it wasn't required by the rules,
Mhm.
but she just yeah.
No, so and, like, I personally, um, love that, like, there's a specific phrase that my character Aster has the most visceral reaction
Mm,
to, and it is exactly one phrase, and I hope when everyone listens through the story, they will pick up on what that one phrase is. Um, it's not subtle, I will say that. It's not subtle at all, but it to this point, like, at this point in coming back for season 2,
mm,
uh, my storyteller was like, "Okay, so this really bothers you." And I was like, "This bothers Aster to an unhealthy degree." It, like,
mm.
it makes her a little feral, actually. So he's like, "Cool, if it ever gets said, I will absolutely make you roll a frenzy check, um, to see if you
Fair.
go feral."
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, I fucking love that," because, like, it is such a visceral reaction, like,
Yeah.
I mm, I literally I was listening, I was because
Is
I
it every
helped.
is it the character? Because it seems like you're getting triggered by this.
It's both,
Oh,
and,
fair,
like,
fair,
there's
fair.
there's big reasons why, and I can't talk about it because it's so spoilery.
Yeah,
But, like, there are reasons for it.
fair.
I help run and manage the social media for that game and
Mm,
for that production, and I was going through and listening to timestamps for all the prologues and, like, helping pull them and, like, put promos together, and I heard it in one of the other characters' promos, and I literally in chat in all caps, I was like, "I swear to fucking God, if I hear this phrase one more time, I'm gonna lose it."
I'm wondering if it's something that one day I'm gonna say accidentally, we're just gonna see you fucking lose your shit
Lose
on the
it.
show.
I'm gonna be
Just
like, "Are you
absolutely.
fucking serious?" No, I'm joking. But I will.
I'll
It'll
just have
probably
to
be like,
switch your camera off while you are wrecking your surroundings.
just I'm gonna go back and break a skateboard. Just fuck them.
Just replace your thing with a static image of you.
Yeah, a much happier one. Like, ah.
Misfit is experiencing some technical difficulties. She will be back shortly.
Yes. It's and I hope people listen to the show.
Hmm.
It's not for a while in the show, and I'm gonna be honest, but like when you hear it, ooh, ooh, when you hear it in the scene that like set me off. I hope everyone is like, that's the phrase. That's it.
I think we should right. I don't know. I want to gamify this now. I'll say
Please don't.
I'll say the first person to post that phrase in the chat on this show
Why
wins
would you do this to me?
wins the game. We're
What?
not giving away prizes. We can't afford to give away prizes, but
No,
you
I
just
will give
win.
away a set of hollow dice if anyone can actually figure it out. I will absolutely give away a set.
All right, you have to post it during a show in
During a
our chat.
stream, you have to
During a,
guess it.
so
I
that
will let
means you
everyone know the week before when that episode comes out so you can all fucking
no
listen for it.
no, don't. People have to listen to every episode. That's the whole point of what I'm trying
There
to
you
do
go.
here.
Yep, you have to listen to every
No,
episode now.
listen to every episode. Okay, the person who puts it in the chat,
I will
I
send you
don't
a set
know.
of dice.
I'll figure something out. I don't know. If I can afford to send you a t-shirt, I'll fucking send you a t-shirt.
I don't worry about it. I got so many sets of dice. I'm trying to get rid of dice so that I can make room for more dice.
All right, so Misfit will send
Out
you a
with the
set of
old, in
dice.
with the new.
Misfit will send you a set of dice.
Absolutely. They're a set.
think-
Hold on. Let me grab them. They're a set of hollow dice.
I've got a set of them somewhere.
Let's see if my mic will pick it up.
Yeah, your mic is definitely picking that up.
So yes, I will send you this set of dice if you can guess that fucking phrase.
All right,
Make
but
me
for that
get
you need
feral in chat.
you need to watch. Well, is it video component or is it just audio?
Audio only.
All right, so you need to listen to every episode of that.
We're
podcast.
on every major podcaster, like podcatcher. We're also on YouTube. It's Dubious Creatures presents Vampire with No Name.
All right. Okay. So yeah, you guys know that. Let's, listen out for the phrase. I don't know what the phrase is.
I'm not going to tell nobody.
I'm going to be listening out for it. So if I'm going to be listening, you guys can do it as well. So when's the first episode actually drop?
The very first episode will be dropping. Let me look at my calendar. Let's see. Mine goes out on Wednesday. So Aster's is on Wednesday, and then Riley's is on the Wednesday after that, so the 19th. So the very first episode of the show of us all together and meeting each other and whatnot will be on the 26th of November.
All right.
And we do weekly drops.
Okay. All right. So that's it. It's 26th of November, and it's the Vampire with No Name.
Vampire with Dubious Creatures presents Vampire with No Name.
All right. So you guys, you know what to do. And I think that's pretty much all we've got time for. I think we've had a really cool discussion. Convention season is upon us.
Oh, yes. If you're going to PAX Unplugged, find Zope and myself. We will be running around doing hallway interviews.
At the same time, I'm going to probably be approaching Convention Zero to do something.
To run some games.
I don't know if I can run games because I've got the kids that weekend, the weekend of Con Zero. But I can still host a show, and what I will probably do is I'll probably invite some people from Convention Zero onto the show as well.
Absolutely.
That's in a couple of weeks. I will start posting that in the Discord. Now, if you're not involved with Convention Zero, come and join us. It's going to be fantastic. Not everyone can make it to PaxU because of reasons. I mean, for me, it's distance.
Nope, that's so fair.
And the dislike of people. So, instead, I'm doing it all online. But yeah, we are. It is kind of forming. We're still in the kind of formative stages of Con Zero. But yeah, come and join, jump in to the Discord, meet some amazing people. I've got a bunch of friends that are already in there, so come and meet us. Come hang out.
I promise you, if you join Con Zero, like you will go in and you'll be like, "Oh, I know that person, and I at least know that person, and them." Like I'm in there, and I know just about everybody in there. It's wild.
I know a lot of people. I mean, the person that does our intro music is also doing the intro music to Con Zero. It's
Mhm.
amazing. All right, so do jump into that. Is there anything you want to kind of plug while we're here?
My episode is dropping this week. I know I've talked about it at length, but I really want people to go watch it or go listen to it. I want to know what you think of my little disaster. Be nice about it. But I do want to know what you think. I'm genuinely curious. I love her. Everyone at the table kind of loves her. So I'm curious to see how the general populace is going to react to her.
I will be listening to that on Wednesday, and I will be telling you what I think next week.
Yes. Do it.
No,
And listen to
yeah,
the
I
other
will.
episodes too. Listen to the other prologues
Yeah.
because like each
Mm,
one of the characters is really cool and very
mm.
unique.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely be listening to that. Is there anything else you want to plug? I'll
Now
take
that I
that
can think
as a
about those
no.
in a moment, so no.
All right. So if you want to catch up on more of what we do and you want to interact with us a bit more, come and, go to toolegit2crit.com. There you'll be able to see all of our socials. You'll be able to check out a blog that I was writing for a while that I may pick up in the very near future. Just come and hang out. And, you've got links to the Discord. Come and hang out in our Discord as well. But yeah, I think that's about it. I just want to say thanks to Misfit for joining me this evening.
Always.
Zoop apologizes she wasn't able to come and join us. She's dealing with some personal not issues, sorry, personal things to deal with. Also, I want to say a big thank you to the Dungeon Maestro for letting us use his tune, All That Jazz, for our theme tune. We absolutely love it. Check out his shit on YouTube. It is absolutely amazing. I want to say thank you to everyone who joined us in chat. It's great to see you guys, great to interact. We love you. And most of all, I want to thank you, everyone who's taken time out of their busy day to listen to us waffle on about tabletop role playing games. Thank you very much. Good night.